Hey guys, today got a big package. Something really cool in this one. Something I've been wanting to get again for a while. So let's take the knife out and open the box. Alright guys, got it open. Let's unload the contents. Here I got some bubble wrap. It's cool, isn't it? Been wanting some bubble wrap for a while. No, this is not what the video is about though. Got some wires, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Actually, let's show you this. Got this Sega Saturn controller, Model 2 controller with the text, the logo faded off. Got another package in here. Got some cables. Now for the main event. Yep. The Holy Grail. Got a Sega Saturn Model 2. Yep. Finally got one again. I say again because I actually had one of these as a kid when I was like 5 years old in 2001, 2002 or so. But for whatever reason I left it behind after a big move when I was 8 years old because I was a stupid kid. Yeah, I got this on eBay for a really good price. But there was a catch though. I didn't read the description before I made an offer. And like an idiot, I didn't read that the eject button didn't work properly. He said that that it just doesn't open, as you can see. That you have to manually get it open. Let me try doing this. Let's see if this works. And as you can see, it comes with something. It comes with a game. Let's see what it is. It's an NBA game, as far as I remember. Yeah. See, it's NBA Action 98. But I don't really care about this much, but I'm glad it came with a game. But I did get some other stuff. Hold on a sec. I actually did get some Saturn games from other eBay listings. So in the first slot I got 3 games. I got Daytona USA. This is a not for resale small version, not the full-sized plastic case that it originally came in. It came with the disc. This was actually one of the games that I had for Saturn when I was a kid, and I used to play this one a lot. It was pretty fun. And I also got Virtua Fighter 2. I've never played this before, so this is pretty cool. Disc. It's also the not for resale edition. And then the last game from that lot was Virtual Cop, which I also had this as a kid too, and I played this quite often. See, there's the disc. It's upside down, but here you go. So yeah, this is cool. I got pretty much all the games I had for Saturn as a kid. Well, except Virtua Fighter 2, but I got all 3 of these for a good price. And then the last but not least, what I got was Nights into Dreams. It's made by the creators of Sonic. This was one of the flagship games of the Sega Saturn. This is also the not for resale small jewel case edition, but it's pretty cool. It's just a game in this case. instead of the long box version, which is cost a lot more. I just really wanted the game because I also had this for my Saturn as a kid, but I was never able to play it. It never worked for whatever reason. So I'm glad I got this now and I can finally try getting a chance to play it. I just gotta worry about the eject button here, but seeing as I could just open it with my hand, it's fine for now. But I'm gonna try opening the system and seeing if I can find what's possibly wrong with it, and maybe I could fix it or get a new part on eBay or something. Because Saturns are a bit hard to come by these days because it wasn't a popular system back in the day. Out of the mainline consoles from the 5th generation, the PS1, Nintendo 64, and Sega Saturn was in last place. Didn't sell as well, didn't have that many games for it, and it only lasted in the US for about 3 years, probably a little less than that. Reason why, Sega's president at the time, Bernie Stoller, he said the Saturn is not our future when he was asked in an interview about the system. And so a lot of people lost faith in the console, and that's why it was discontinued so early. In Japan, it was a lot more successful, so if you go on eBay, you find Japanese Sega Saturns all the time, and for good prices. Same with the games too, but the system is region locked unless you get like an action replay or mod the system or something. But I'm glad I finally got a US one again, and this is the same model that I had as a kid. Like I said, I didn't have it anymore because, like, at one point when my family moved to a different state, I left it behind because I couldn't find any of the wires or anything, and I was just a dumb kid and I didn't really play it that much at that point because I couldn't really find the games either. Because like I said, I only had a few games for it as a kid, so that was another reason why I didn't play it much. But the time when I did play it, I had quite some fun with it, so I wanted to pick one up again. But it was, like I said, the US version is always a lot harder to come by, and if you do find them, they're usually kind of expensive. Let's see, the Model 2 controller. I also had this as a kid too. I remember mine, the logo was completely faded off. But yeah, this will be great to play again. I'm gonna go to the TV and DVD recorder and set this up and see if it works. Guy on eBay said it would work, but I want to try it for myself. And then I'm gonna try to open the lid and see if I could fix that or something, so I could open it with the eject button. But yeah, I'm overall glad about this purchase. Wanted a Saturn for a while because there's a lot of cool games on it but unfortunately the US versions of a lot of Saturn games are really expensive. Just look at some of these prices here. I'm going to show you some examples of eBay listings of average prices of some of the good games, like Sonic Jam, and Sonic 3D Blast. And look at Sonic R, $200 on average for a game that's not even that great. And then there's some other stuff here. I'm going to show you more listings. But yeah, that goes to show this system wasn't really that popular. To make things worse, at the time, the system was just too complicated to develop games for. They had 2 processors in it that they just threw in because they wanted to try to make it as powerful as the PS1 and to be able to do 3D games, because the Saturn initially was being designed to make advanced 2D games, but that wasn't the future at that time. Just look at games like Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 and Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation and some of the other stuff from that era. And also another thing that hurt the Saturn was they didn't have a real Sonic game. There were Sonic games that I just mentioned, but there were ports of games that you could get on other systems. And they were going to develop a Sonic game for this called Sonic Xtreme, but that got canceled. And honestly, looking at some of the footage of that, I'm kind of glad it was canceled, because it doesn't look like it'd be interesting. It looked more like experimental for the time, but it didn't look like it'd become a classic, like say Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast, which was the real first 3D Sonic game a few years later. But yeah, anyway, enough of the history lesson. I'm gonna go plug this in and we're gonna see if it works. Alright, so I got this Saturn plugged in. Gonna be trying it with Daytona USA for now, just to see if the system works. Show you the disc. It's annoying to open. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it on. We're gonna see if it works. Set language. English. All right. The good memories. Sega Saturn boot logo. See if this works. I can hear it reading the disc. Yep, gonna be playing this real quick, just trying it out for a little bit. Haven't played this in like over 20 years at this point.
Please select a race course. Please choose manual or automatic transmission.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Or you can switch the camera view. right at the line.
You placed 38.
Please select a race course. Beginner. Please choose manual or automatic transmission.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Rolling start!
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're underway.
Much better. Whoa.
Are you alright? Time extended. 7 laps to go. Hang in there. You can take it. You're looking good. Time extended. Right. Your time has been extended. Try to go easy on the car. Try to go easy on the car. Try to go easy on the car. Time extended. Try to go easy on the car. You're looking good. Try to go easy on the car. Time extended. Right. Your time has been extended. Try to go easy on the car. Check your position. Time extended. Right driving. Try to go easy on the car. Try to go easy on the car. Try to go easy on the car.
Dang it.
You placed 30th.
At least I'm in 30th place this time. Not that that's much better, but anyway, it's better than before.
Now, list your name to the other champions.
Alright, so I just wanted to show that it works, and I'm glad that it does. Glad I finally got a Saturn again after like 20 years. So, as always, more to come. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.